practice, y'all need the practice. Driving like a Franklin, shooting like a Franklin. Y'all need the practice, y'all need the practice. Walking like a Franklin, smoking like a Franklin. Franklin, 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 still. Franklin, 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 still. Step from the ride.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'll be reacting to Crash Bandicoot vs. Spyro, and this is on Rewind Rumble. And yes, this is the newest video up to date. I'm gonna do it as soon as I'm done with all this. And yes, the background may look different, the wall may look closer, because mainly what was it, last week? It was last week Saturday. Last week. Well, you guys get it. Last week Saturday, before even, the day before April Fool's came out, apparently there's something wrong with my bathroom, and basically water is like all over the floor, basically. And yeah, there's water all over the floor, and now my room and my brother's room is messed up. So here, I'll show you real quick. Basically, we removed all the wood. Yeah, you see one right there, but still. In my little brother's room, and yeah, basically, my brother's room floor. Look, I can't talk. So basically, what happened? Well, we don't know what happened. Basically, we're assuming it's either the pipe, it was broken pipe, or something, or somehow water got. I'm not even sure how. Neither does my dad or my mom, for that matter. So we don't know what happened. All I know is that we have to remove my wood down my floor. So now my room's legit a mess. I'm not even joking. It's legit a mess because we tried to remove all the wood off the floor, and that was a pain in the ass. And my dad has to do my kids' room. No, my brother's room, and all that stuff. So for the last few recordings, or probably this will be for a while, this will look different. And I'm not sure you can hear that in the background or not, so yeah, I'm not sure how good my mic will pick up, so yeah. Basically, my room's a mess. I'm not joking. I can't even clean it up because I can't even organize it because we need tile. My floor needs tiles, and my brother's room needs tile. But anyways, back to Crash Bandicoot vs. Spyro. So basically, how I'm seeing this, he will use all variations of Crash and Spyro, so I'm assuming with Spyro. And also, I was supposed to do a collaboration. Well, there's a video that I was supposed to post with Aiden Care. I'm still gonna put his channel description below for at least trying. Yeah, but we've been okay. So basically, Jordan vs. Superman, my phone did not pick up the audio, and I know some of you guys are asking, oh yeah, what do you do on my computer? All my headsets are Bluetooth. I rarely have any. I rarely had any headphone jacks. Or headphones that I had to plug in. Was even though I bought a pair of headphones 5 days ago. Was it 5 days ago? I think it was. Oh, it was Friday. It was last week Friday. I bought headphones, and that didn't work. And then, it did work. I tried to unmute something on Discord, and it didn't work. So I couldn't do that. So I was doing my phone, and my phone didn't pick up no audio whatsoever. Now I'm guessing it won't work. But I'm going Spyro because, again, what was that one game? Something Legends. Dragon Legends? I think that's the strongest variation. I feel like he will use that in this fight. But without further ado, guys, without me ranting on anymore, let's get on with this video right now. Nutty! I don't know how long I was at for, actually. But anyways, let's get on with this. You know, so guys, my video rate might be slowing down a little bit because of my room. Because I got nowhere else to record, because on school nights too. I don't know really what to do. So it might be slowed down a little bit, or I might post all of them and then you guys can watch it like that. I'm not sure. I'm still deciding until my room is fixed. So yeah.
The bandicoot and the dragon, a pair of organisms that you would never think be grouped together and then developed into a fully fleshed out rival timeline. And yet here we are.
Well, Sonic and
They
Mario.
started out as poster boys for the PlayStation, fell out of relevancy about a decade later, and now are both back on the upswings with remastered versions and whatever the heck is going on in Skylanders.
Yeah.
It's Spyro versus Crash Bandicoot. You don't exactly need to beat around the bush with fancy wordplay, Rewind.
If it isn't Catatronic TV, and while I won't refute your point because you might not be wrong, however, we got more important things to discuss than my hosting tendencies. Today, we find out which of these Sony icons is powerful enough to be the true poster boy. Today, we rewind Rumble.
Wumble. Wow, good grammar. Rumble. Blech.
Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon have a long history together. Crash entered the gaming ring in 1996 and Spyro in 1998, both making debuts on the Sony PlayStation.
Here's a bit of a history lesson. Crash was originally supposed to be Willy the Wombat. Later in production, the name Crash arose because of his tendency to break crates. Why the Wombat was dropped over a Bandicoot is not 100% clear, though who actually wants to play as a Wombat?
Speaking of Crash and the actual storyline, Crash started out as an innocent animal. Then he was thrown into Dr. Cortex's Evolvo Ray. This is a machine designed to evolve ordinary animals into super sapient beings. Crash and Tawna were the first two victims seen on screen. Crash managed to escape, but Tawna was still in Cortex's captivity.
You'll never take me alive, Doctor!
And he sets out to
you can't give me shots!
Cortex can do anything terrible to her.
The story of Spyro starts off in Stone Hill, a location within the Dragon Realms. Here we see many of the Elder Dragons working on a documentary about their world. However, little did they know an overlord known as Nasty Nork was eavesdropping on their production. When the topic of the Nork came up, one of the dragons said some questionable things about him. Nasty Nork became very offended by their opinions of him, so he did what every overlord would do. He silenced them with force. He froze every dragon except, you guessed it, Spyro. Due to his small size, Spyro was lucky enough not to be on the Nork's radar, and from that point on, it was up to Spyro to save the dragons from the Nork's wrath.
With Origins out of the way, we can finally spin into the all-important powers and abilities.
Screw the Origins!
That is Crash's favorite way to crash into things. His signature battle tactic is known as the Cyclone move. This is a fast motion spinning technique which can deal critical damage if landed on his targets. He actually spins so fast that during this Cyclone move, he can stay airborne for a short amount of time.
As a dragon, Spyro is known for possessing all sorts of dragon-related abilities, from flight, horn charging, and his iconic flame breath. But fire is
actually gliding.
Spyro can also do ice, water, lightning, plasma, and most importantly, sheep breath. Adult sheep can weigh up to 350 pounds, so imagine having a dozen sheep hurling towards you. Yeah, it's gonna hurt, and you're probably gonna cry.
Well, 350
These
pounds
cute animals hurt me.
Crash. This bandicoot is very strong thanks to his vegan Wumpa fruit diet. He is tough enough to cause considerable damage to titans and other elephant creatures. He's even strong enough to make mutants the size of mammoths. They weigh roughly 10,000 pounds. And speaking of the Wumpa fruit, it's more than just a tasty citrus way to start your day. It's also the leading source of ammunition and fuel for Crash's Wumpa technology.
I think they're...
Crash has a wide range of explosive, guns, and transportation vehicles that are all powered by the same citrus source. My favorites include his Wampa Bazooka, which has enough explosive force to destroy military-grade planes. The Void, which is a mech suit that gives him added strength. The Copter Pack, which allows for a wide range of flight. And his Atlas Sphere, which is a giant see-through ball that can be used to gain impressive amounts of momentum. So Crash is a man of technology. Spyro, on the other hand, is a man of magic. His most famous magical form is known as Dark Spyro. Dark Spyro has the ability to breathe dark ether, release a series of lightning-speed melee attacks, and can turn enemies into stone. Plus, he has a mild range of telekinesis in this form. Did you say magic? Might I remind you of Crash's favorite floating piece of wood? What have I got? Aku Aku is a mask that allows Crash to tap into short-term invulnerability, improved durability, tighten mind control, sensory tracking, and a second chance respawn.
If shoulder sidekicks are your type of game, then we can't forget about Sparks the Dragonfly, whom, like Aku, is extremely magical and skilled in the art of healing and protecting. Sparks can grant Spyro a durability boost, short-term invulnerability, as well as a second chance respawn.
You know, we've spent this entire time talking about why the character is great, but what about their shortcomings? Crush might have a big skull, but inside that skull is a very tiny brain. He's not exactly the brightest bandicoot around, and he constantly relies on advice from his friends, where he is extremely dependent on their game plans and tactics.
Oh, goddamn.
While Crash has mental setbacks, Spyro's are more physical. He is still young and has a lot of growing up to do. He isn't a fully developed dragon, and because of this, his horns aren't as large, neither are his wings. Both characters have successfully handled each other's enemies before when they officially crossed over back in 2004, so we know they're both capable of handling each other's responsibilities. What we're about to find out is, if the tables are turned, which one is walking away alive, and which will head back into video game irrelevancy.
Yeah, got it.
And now it's time we set ourselves a circumstance, and because both characters know each other's worlds so well, location and prep time of any source is pretty much going to cancel itself out. So the classic Earth no prep setting is the only suitable option, for better or for worse. So once that circumstance bar has finally loaded, it's
time to rewind Rumble. Come on, Spyro. Is that Butterfree? No!
Ready? Rumble!
Go on. Like a goddamn badass. It's very sick. I'll give it 5 out of 10. 5 or 6. Them ducklets though. Time to hit you from ahead! Where's the spinning? Whee! Break dance. Goddamn, guys, bandicoot, damn! Nani? Fuck you, ads! Fuck him! Damn! Fuck you, ads. Fire spin! Isn't this a shocking event? Oh goddamn, yo so much? Seismic toss! Couldn't think of that move for a split second. Doesn't this rock? He can goddamn fly! Why are you running? Crash Bandicoot is burning up again. Quite, oh my gosh, seriously? Dark Spyro, baby. Spyro have big evolved into Dark Spyro. The edgiest one of them all. Fuck! You win! Fuck you! Oh, this is the clip that he showed earlier. Okay. Choo, 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 choo. The mask giving him invulnerable. Never mind. About to say invincibility, but never mind. That speak words.
Hopefully you enjoyed that animation, and if you did, special thanks to Team Animation Rewind's Omega7321. Also,
Bruh.
This episode couldn't be possible without the help of my good friend Catatronic TV.
Don't forget to visit my channel by clicking that link down below. There's a lot of cool stuff happening over there, so be sure to stop by.
Stop making your channel sound good, man.
Meet friends.
So be sure to
No, you don't. You're fine.
Don't forget to download the Animation Rewind app
too.
and stay tuned for the
That's so lonely.
post-analysis.
So it's terrible. Back to the video,
You can
anyways.
say that thanks
Voice
to
crack.
Spyro's fire breath, Crash has turned to ash. That was a terrible pun, but it's kind of sad that Crash is gone because he did have the better memes. In fact,
Wow.
that's the really important thing, really. Who cares if Spyro could beat him in a fight? Crash's memes are second to none.
Save
Exactly.
your meme talk for Cartoon Fight Club. Plus, Crash's memes are very normy and overused, something that a quality character doesn't deserve. What Crash and Spyro both deserve is a good explanation as to why the Purple Dragon wins this fight.
First and
Got
foremost,
it.
this is not an easy one to call, mainly because they both know each other so well and have canon experience dealing with each other's enemies. This would cause us to bloodlust them if we were to ever put them into a hypothetical battle.
Crash is easily stronger and more durable than Spyro and can lift much more, roughly 10,000 pounds. Spyro, however, has arguably better striking strength. His horns can be used to break through a metallic armored beast known as Gulp.
Using the size of Spyro, we can compare Gulp to roughly the size of a Spinosaurus, which can weigh up to 46,000 pounds or
Holy shit!
Considering it took Spyro 3 direct horn hits to damage the metallic Gulp, this would mean his striking strength would be around 8,000 pounds of force.
Overall, though, Crash would still have the strength edge as if we include his technology like his Droid Void mech suit, Spyro would clearly have trouble in the strength category.
Crash in his base form is also more durable than Spyro. As calculated by Leopold the Brave, Crash Bandicoot has enough durability to survive a free fall from the atmosphere all the way down to the surface, which would give him at least city-level durability. When it comes to power, he can easily scale to Crunch Bandicoot, who is strong enough to break through boulders, stone, and metals.
When it comes to speed, Crash has been seen dodging lightning, which will give him massively hypersonic reaction speed. But this is just reaction speed. As for travel/combat speed, he is fast enough to levitate just from spinning, which to lift his body weight would require supersonic levels of speed from spinning alone.
Spyro has a huge speed edge, mainly thanks to the magic granted to him in the Eternal Night game. Of course, we've seen Spyro dodging blank lightning as well, which puts his reaction speed on par with Crash's at massively hypersonic. It's Spyro's travel speed that gives him the huge edge. With his Dragon Time hacks ability, Spyro can slow down time to easily defeat his foes. Now, this isn't a full-on time stop, but it's been seen that Spyro can make things roughly 12 times slower. We know this because using the orbit from these platforms, we can see that it takes roughly 4 seconds to make a full revolution in standard time, but in Dragon Time, after 4 seconds, only about 1/12 of the distance was orbited. Dragon Time lasts for at least 15 seconds, and takes about 2 minutes to recharge.
This means that during Dragon Time, Crash's reaction speed drops from massively hypersonic to supersonic, which is still fast, but definitely not fast enough to dodge a barrage of critical electric attacks that Spyro can easily land on him.
And then to really seal the deal, there's Spyro's planetary level feats. His most notable is the time he used Dragon's magic to pull the entire globe back together as it was falling apart.
What? What the fuck?
What would stop him from using that same magic to use planetary amounts of force to center Crash into himself and crush him? Spyro has also defeated the planetary Malfor, which he can scale to since he's clearly more powerful than him.
Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care.
Spyro also has much better range. Well, yes, with Crash's jetpack and copter pack, he can for a short time keep up with Spyro in the air. These have very limited height limits. Spyro can also fly for much longer, as the flight equipment that Crash uses requires a ton of Wampa fruit to keep the tank full.
And Crash might be able to use his Ace of Space motorcycle once he reaches that atmosphere, but that still would have little shot against the Dragon Time hacks that Spyro always possesses no matter where he's at. Speaking of magic, don't even get us started on Dark Spyro. Now, there is the Aku Aku versus Sparks element into this debate, and while yes, Aku Aku is much wiser and arguably much more magical than Sparks, the effects and limits they allow to pass down to Crash and Spyro are relatively similar. They both limit themselves to not have direct confirmation, but to help defensively by healing or reviving their friends. And if we do allow them to indefinitely revive each other, then this fight would have no real end.
Plus, Crash is an idiot compared to Spyro. And yes, Crash does have dumb luck on his side, but luck can only get you so far.
Crash may not be as smart, but then I ask, is Spyro smart enough to even tie his own shoes?
I see where you're going with that, but being smart is not the same thing as making tactical battle decisions.
Overall, while Crash is stronger and more durable, Spyro is much faster, and his planet-level feats are so impressive, they essentially overwhelm anything Crash can put on the table, making the winner of this Rumble, Spyro the Dragon. Now, for those unfortunate souls who have seen the Crash vs. Spyro vs. Toothless three-way battle over on Cartoon Fight Club many years ago, this was technically the rematch to that, and I know the rematch was supposed to be another Battle Royale, but I thought it'd be cool to split it up. The first one, obviously, that we did was Crash vs. Spyro, and if you want to see Spyro vs. Toothless, the one-on-one going to fruition, all you have to do is like this video, and for as low as 1,000 likes, we'll put that one out into production as well. And for anyone who wants to see Crash Bandicoot win, well, good news for you, we have a special alternate ending at the end of this video before we announce the next fighters. Don't forget to comment down your own ideas.
Why?
Don't forget to download the Animation Rewind app.
I mean, not like it can go either way, it's clear.
As well as the
What's up with the fucking ads? Next word, just don't have the audio in it, I'm gonna be freaking nettled.
next fighters for the next Rewind Rumble.
Wait, why? Why most of the ending? God damn!
Next episode of Rewind Rumble.
Wait, did he just snap his neck? No, 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 no! Why? No! Why? Not Pikachu, anybody but him! No! Pikachu. But depending if he's using the, depending which one he's using, because I believe Game Sonic is faster than light. Game Sonic is faster than light, and oh my gosh, Archie Sonic, that's another one. Wait, that's just what? Nani? But yeah, just rip his soul. I'm sorry, but I'm a Pokemon fan. I gotta go with Pikachu. I don't care. Win or lose, don't care. Without further ado, guys, please punch the like button, phone, computer, tablet, wherever you use to watch this video. Punch that like button. Subscribe to my channel. Go to the original video down in the description below, and go to Aiden Care's video. Go to Aiden Care channel, because he at least tried to. Because he tried to at least collab with me, which was pretty cool, but the audio itself and me talking, it didn't show up or anything. But without further ado, guys, peace out.